Hey guys, Moonshine Jones here to talk about Tennessee Vanderbilt today. A real quick video to go over the game. Just talk about some predictions, what I think is going to happen. Of course, Tennessee's going to win. That's just how. That's what we need to do. That's what we have to do. Before I get started, I give a shout out to you and the United States of America as being a proud American, and to all our veterans out there. Thank you for everything you do for our country. You allow us to be able to do what we're doing right now. I was infantry in the 278 Second Squadron in the National Guard. I was proud to serve my state and my country. Thank you for everything you do. This wouldn't be possible for us to be able to do just a little video and to enjoy the sports and the things that we enjoy. All right, let's get to it. Tennessee comes in at 10-6 on the year, 2-2 in the SEC, taking on a Vanderbilt team that's 8-8 overall, 0-3 in the SEC. Vanderbilt currently on a four-game losing streak. I'm not going to get through the whole schedule of what Vanderbilt's done. Maybe give you a couple of okay, let's just say it. Vanderbilt lost to Auburn 83-79 at Auburn. Okay. 83-79 at Auburn. I just saw this and I couldn't believe it. How in the world does Vanderbilt lose by 4 points? It was a 4-point gain at halftime. In the second half, it was 41-41. Yeah, Vanderbilt was right there. I mean, I just don't see how that's even possible. Take a look here. To give you an idea of how hard that is, of what they did, Georgia on the 11th of January went into Auburn and lost by 22 points. The same Georgia team that just went roughshod up and down the court with Hammonds and Edwards, and they lost by 22, and Vanderbilt loses by 4. That's pretty tough right there, folks. What it does is it better tell Rick Barnes, it better tell Kim English that we've got to have our stuff going on today, because this Vanderbilt team, this is Tennessee. Throw the records out. Vanderbilt, Tennessee, an in-state rivalry. We've got to bring our A game today. Uros Placevic, our transfer that recently was granted eligibility by the NCAA, he is I'd like to see continuous improvement today. I'd like to see when we get the ball down to him in the block. I'd like to see him making some better decisions, and like to see some more rebounds, just get more aggressive, and I believe that will come. Now, you have to remember, too, with Euros, folks, these were his first games. He sat out at Arizona State, didn't even play. So these are really his first games. He's been playing in practice, but practice and the games are completely different. Practice? You want to talk about practice? We're not talking about the games. We're talking about practice. Sorry, I had to. So, yeah, moving along here. So Vanderbilt is 8-8 on the season, 0-3 in the SEC. They just come off of a huge loss on the road to a really good Arkansas team, and we will be playing Arkansas soon. I got to tell you, folks, we better go in here today. We better control the game. We better get the Scobie going. Triple J needs to go. I'd like to see – I don't care about the points with Triple J. I'd like to see him getting in as a point guard. I'd like to see the assists get somewhere between 5 and 7 assists today. That's what I'd like to see from Triple J. Of course, let's get some points, but I want to see him moving the ball. Okay? So, all right. And we just talked a minute ago about Vanderbilt losing by 4 at Auburn, which I still can't believe. Throughout the season, Vanderbilt, Loyola Chicago, we don't want to talk about that game. 78-70 at home. Vanderbilt dropped that one. Vandy lost by 1 point to a decent Richmond team that's been historically a good a good, you'd say, mid-major school. SMU, a really good program, beat Vanderbilt by, 11 at home. So it shows you right there that Vanderbilt has got some talent. Now they did lose. They did lose Naismith. They're Mr. Everything, and that was definitely tough for. Let's see here, another misstep. Reading off of Whole Hog Sports. Let's see, Vanderbilt guard Scottie Pippen Jr. played against Texas A&M. Scottie Pippen Jr. Let's see here. Garland. Okay, Aaron Naismith, the 6'6" sophomore who ranked with sixth nationally with 23 points per game and 4.3 made three-pointers per game, was ruled out for the rest of the season as a stress fracture in the foot. Okay, that was huge. And after that, Vandy lost their last game. Now they're 0-3 in the SEC. That's a huge loss for Vanderbilt. But do not sleep on this Vanderbilt team, as we know what they can do at home. It is a tough place to play. Tennessee recently has controlled this rivalry, and I hope that we can do it today. Just kind of sum up the video here. We've got to get Fulkerson. He's got to have his game. He's got to stay. We got to get some consistency from a guy that's pretty much been the MVP of this team since Lamonte's went down. And while Lamonte was dealing with his injuries, Fulke has been huge. But what I want to see is I want to see Nkumwa start to get better and better. He just doesn't look comfortable right now. Gaines, he got pulled the other night. At one time, Barnes had 4 freshmen and Pons on the floor. I like the way Pons plays. I wish – now here's the thing too. I know it's going to sound crazy, but Pons is now second-guessing himself on these threes. He was taking threes earlier in the season, and he was making a good percentage of them. I'd like to see him get back to that carefree kind of style to believe that he can hit these threes because, I mean, if you're wide open, they're going to give you the three and you can hit it, knock it down. Just don't get to a point to where you're taking us out of what we're trying to do, but knock it down. Knock it down. All right, so moving on here. Let's see. And kind of sum it up here. Let's talk Tennessee. Let's talk Tennessee's games here. All right, so after today, Tennessee plays Vanderbilt on the road. Tuesday, we'll be hosting Ole Miss, and then the schedule really starts to get interesting. A week from today, we're at Kansas. That's right, folks, Kansas. Everything Kansas brings to the table, the history of Kansas, their fans. I mean, of all the teams we could have played this year, why couldn't we play? Well, we did play Kansas last year, and it was a pretty good game. They were out without their big, but So, no, in fact, wait a second. He did play in that game last year. We lost to Kansas in overtime. All right, real quick, guys. After that, Tennessee goes back home, takes on Texas A&M. A&M's playing pretty good right now. Then you'll go to the hump to Mississippi State on the 1st of February. Then it's at Alabama, and then back home against Kentucky, and then home against Arkansas. This schedule at the back end is brutal. We'll get more into that later. All right, guys, so today my prediction for the game, keep it under 70 points. That's what we usually do. That's our success to win. I'll say Tennessee 66, Vanderbilt 53. That's my prediction for the game. What do you think about the game? Thanks, guys, for watching. I'm just a fan. I enjoy covering Tennessee athletics in all facets. I don't care what sport it is. I'm all Vol and I'm all USA. So you can see me, Moonshine Jones, hashtag Moonshine Jones. I do a lot of different things, entertainment, comedy, bunch of different things. You can see me. I do a lot of stuff on Vol for Life and Volunteer Roadshow. So thank you for watching Go Big Orange, and get out there today and support our Vols. Have a great day and Go Big Orange.